guys, back out here again. I know he said the next video will probably be a chassis powder coating video, but small change of plans. Being that we're planning on going to Yellow Bullet, we're trying to thrash on Nick's car to make sure it gets completely done, and hopefully we can get out, because Nick, even though he has made passes at a track before, we haven't gone through the process of getting a license. So we're trying to get the license passes done, hopefully within the next 2 weeks, potentially this Sunday, which is 2 days away. Luckily, we got, I would say, a majority of the nitrous kit complete, which is a plus. But we have some odds and ends to do, and Nick's got to finish wiring. He did some last night, so you probably won't see the whole process of everything, because some of it's already been worked on, because we just made this plan pretty much, you know. We made a plan for Yellow Bullet a while ago, but we made this new plan of potentially going in 48 hours, maybe 15 minutes ago. So we're going to try to work on that. And we got some new mics coming, by the way, to upgrade the quality of these iPhone videos. All right, so being that we have a purge and we have to arm the nitrous, obviously, and we didn't buy a switch panel, we're just gonna make one ourselves, because there's only 2 buttons really in that little monitor. So we're gonna put this where the radio originally was. We got this piece of carbon left over from the Monty, so we're gonna make a rectangle out of this and then rivet this in and then put the buttons on that. So I just want to put this on record. I let him cut this out.
Yes, he did.
Because I was supposed to do a switch panel.
We're working on fishing reels.
Yeah.
And carbon fiber.
Yeah, we got TUCCI boating coming soon, but he's cutting the switch panel out. It's just a rectangle, and then we got to drill 2 holes really, and that'll be it for the panel, and then rivet it in.
All right, so we're in the garage, and my son just finished laying up a couple layers of carbon fiber. And after we let it dry and set up, that's what it looks like, a rectangle.
I think I have a shot of you literally putting that on.
We're gonna put the arm switch, right, that one here, the purge right here, and on this side we'll have the maximizer touchscreen nitrous controller. Thanks for watching. Now the shop bitch will drill a hole, or attempt to, I should say.
He's trying his hardest.
Successful hole. Beautiful job. Beautiful
That's what I do,
job.
man. That's what I do.
Just banging out holes all day long. All right, shop bitch squared. Nick making believe he knows how to wire, even though he's the owner / driver of this vehicle. At this point, he's still a shop bitch. But,
Connecting things, and I hope it's the right things.
we'll hope we do it right so Nick doesn't blow up.
So that's what we got. We got that button there. This button here. And then the screen will go over here. All right, so now we're just gonna do 4 rivets, 1 on each corner, and it'll be in. Nick's gonna wire the plugs, and then we'll put the switch in, and for good. But he's gonna pull the wires through, wire it, and then we'll put them in for good. And then we just got a little piece. We gotta get a little piece of Velcro for the screen. All right, so now we're on to the next thing, which we have this panel that's clecoed in. Now we have to put the Zeus's on the bottom of the seats, so we can Zeus this plate in and out for if anybody wants to take a ride and we take the bottle out. Everything's removable. So now we're gonna take these out, drill those holes, and then put some springs in. Now that all the holes are drilled, pretty close. Now we gotta put the springs in. All right, so now I got 2 in. And I got 2 more, which are underneath the seat, which is not gonna be easy. All right, so that is in. It's a little bit of you can see a little bit of the hole on that one, because I gotta stake my hand on there and push it back a little bit. I made them a little bit bigger than I probably should have, but it's in, it ain't going nowhere. All right, so give us a little update here on the ride, and I'll leave you alone.
Well, trying to follow this. Kind of going well. It's a little confusing because I'm a little special, but we're getting there. Maybe a little more than halfway done.
Okay. Had to do a quick fishing pole repair here. I don't know if you saw the clip. Actually, you know what? I'll put the clip in this video right now.
Chuck! Oh, you already did. I'm gonna lose a freaking leg. Ah, it's loose! You fucker. Get out of here. Whacked him off my truck.
Nice work, nice work. So before that, he was pulling the line through the hole of the reel, and I blew it, all right? I'm a new fisherman guy. Through the rod, and the reel was just dangling there, not attached to the pole anymore. And I don't know, I'm sure I heard fishing poles can get extremely expensive, but this is a Penn reel, Penn rod that's like, it was like 140 bucks, which it's supposed to be pretty good. So, no.
Where is he?
Day number 2, Saturday, day before the potential race day. And we're almost at SK. Right back there. If you've ever been to SK. We have a pretty decent list. We got to fill a nitrous bottle. We got to get some fuel. We got to get a relay. We got to get terminals to put on the buttons. But Nick seems to be rolling, which is good. We only have a couple little odds and ends to get. And then our part is done. And I guess we're going to start the car up in the garage and then at least tap the nitrous to make sure it comes on enough that we know that it worked. And then I guess we'll go from there. It seems like if everything goes well today, we didn't do the converter yet though, but we don't really need it because Nick's just really going to get his license passes and we're checking to see if the nitrous kit actually works. So, should be pretty good. We'll see what happens, but it seems like we should be ready to go.
Give me like all these in red, right? Give me, there's 5. So give me 10 in red.
C16, some other things. Talking to the camera. All right, so in a previous video, we said that we need
this much.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How much is it? In a previous video, we needed to extend that tube that goes from the nitrous bottle out the bottom of the car, and it seems like we need to buy this huge piece, which I don't even think fits in my car. All right, so we're back in the garage. Got everything out here. We got to work on the purge line now. Nick is continuing his wiring while slamming into the dragster's wrap, and Dad is looking at a hot tub scam that was convinced for 3 hours it wasn't a scam, and it definitely is. So we are back at it, working, still plugging away, hopefully to get out tomorrow. So we got one bend in now. Now we're gonna go to the firewall and drill a hole.
So let me ask you a question. If you bend it up here,
yeah,
and then through here,
like go on an angle.
No.
Because I don't know if
Bend
you,
it up.
I don't, yeah, okay.
Or we might have to go like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I almost ripped my tit off.
So now that that is bent, we're gonna take this off and we're gonna try to go through one of these holes, just straight through, and then come just bend it up a little bit, and might have to notch a little hole in the hood, but that's where it'll be. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's what it's gonna be. We gotta check the hood to make sure that we don't have to notch it. But you're allowed to talk on the camera.
I guess that's nice about the setup with the flexible line.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about bending it. So that looks like what we're gonna have. We're just gonna check the hood clearance, see if we have to notch a little piece out for that, but it should be pretty close. Now you're probably asking yourself, you've probably seen this shot already about maybe 6-7 minutes ago early in the video. You did see it because we went to SK this morning and now it's 1:40 and we're going back to SK, which is about a 20-minute ride from our house. So going to SK again for the second time because there's some stuff that we need, that we didn't know we needed. So now we're back. They close at 5, it's 1:40. Hope to not come back a third time, but you never know. Anything to say?
No.
Awesome. Nick is continuing to plug away with the wiring, and we are trying to find a solution to get that piece from the nitrous bottle in case this act up. I don't know the technical term for it, but once it builds up a certain amount of pressure, instead it'll release that pressure. So we have that tube, but it's too short, which I think you saw in the last video. So now we're actually just going to put some braided hose there for now because it's not permanent, it's going to be temporary. So just to hopefully get the track tomorrow.
For this? Oh, you are? What's going on? Oh, good for you. Actually, the funny part is we're all in the garage too.
So I guess for people that have never done this before, because I have not, so basically what you do is that when you get a Maximizer 5 with the little screen, in the instructions it gives you, oh look at that, I'll reload for me so I don't have to type it in. So it basically will bring me to Nitrous Express. It says on a link in the instructions to bring you nitrousexpress.com/downloads. And you go right down here and you download all this fun stuff. And then eventually you get this screen. which there's nothing there right now because the controller isn't finished. We're not done wiring it and putting it together. He's not done wiring it, so once we put the USB in, it should pop right up. But the download itself took, I don't know, 25 seconds, and then it just restarts your computer, and in about 5-10 minutes you have the software. Also, if you don't have the instructions, luckily we did, you can also go to, so this is basically your main software that you need to download. These are just instructions, but if you're not tech savvy and everything, and you need a little help, you can go to firmware update instructions or user instructions, and you find it right here, which is nice, right underneath the actual download piece that you need to. So it'll teach you, these will teach you how to download the top one. Alright, so we are winding down right now with what we have to do to start it up and just test everything out. Obviously, if everything works enough in the garage that we can actually test, then we will clean up all those wires, finally decide what we're doing for tomorrow.
Incorrect firmware.
Wait, are we ready to do that? Nitrous, no nitrous in there. It's not hooked up. Don't worry about it, it's not even hooked up.
For the third time.
No. Yeah. Okay. Do it again. Got this?
Yeah, be careful, you're electrocuted, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to get electrocuted. Wait, do that again. Leave it on until we find out what it is. Is that the coil? You distribute it? That distributor?
Go ahead. No, it's this. It's the nitrous cell in it.
We are having a little issue, which I'll show right now. And I'm only saying this because just giving a shout out to Mike Poland over at NX for answering on a Saturday and helping us out and brainstorming with us, trying to figure this out. So Nick has to run a ground to the battery. We thought it can go to the chassis, which we were informed that is incorrect. But just want to give a shout out to Nice Express and Mike Poland for helping us out late on a Saturday. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. Hopefully that fixes it, which I'm assuming it is. What? Really? That's what we need. We need a sponsor from like a meat place, like Boar's Head or something like that. We need cured meats.
I'm a young shot caller, hit place, bad bitch taker, AK slanging the S gangster, white flags the one I'm hanging, 2-gun gang, twin Glocks, I'm flaming. Should've been a teacher, how I get you white chalk.